This is the Greek Word of the Day with James Gregory. Hello, welcome to the Greek Word of the Day. Today we have ὑπέρ. Now, if you're using Erasmian, you probably pronounce it ὑπέρ. Hyper. I don't pronounce it that way. Hyper is how I pronounce it. In the genitive, it means in behalf of, but in the accusative, it means above. So yes, this is one of those prepositions that can occur in either genitive or accusative. With the genitive, according to BDAG, it can be a marker indicating that an activity or event is in some entity's interest, and you would translate it for, in behalf of, for the sake of someone, or for the sake of something. So this could be for the genitive of person or the genitive of human collective, especially after words that express a request, prayer, etc. After verbs like deome, evchome, prosevchome, entinchano, iperentinchano, litanevo, etc. Yeah, I don't know most of those words. I think prosevchome is I pray. I don't know the rest of them. I'd have to look them up. But there you have it. It can also happen after nouns like deisis, prosevchi. I think prosevchi is prayer. I don't know what deisis is, though. So that's one particular subset of the genitive of person or human collective. It can happen after words and expressions that denote working, caring, concerning oneself about. After the verbs agripneo, agonizome, merimnao, presbevo. It can happen after nouns like zelos, zeal, I know that one. Spudi, I don't remember that one. Or even echin ponon. What is that? The infinitive to have plus ponon. I don't remember what ponos is. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Now, it can happen after expressions having to do with sacrifice, like agiazo, agnizome, to pascha imon, hypέρ imon, etithi Christos, from 1 Corinthians 5:7. I read that like I know what it means. I don't. But that's something like the Paschal Lamb, something like that. Pascha. Generally, it's used with ine hyper tinos, to be for someone, be on someone's side, something like that. It can happen after expressions of suffering, dying, devoting oneself. Now, it could also happen with the genitive of thing, in which case it must be variously translated. In other words, look it up, okay? It could be in order to atone for the sins or to remove them, okay? Bring life to the world. Reveal the glory of God. It can happen in place of, instead of, in the name of. Those are all glosses you might use. So that's all part of the first gloss, which is a marker indicating that an activity or event is in some entity's interest. The second gloss, marker of the moving cause or reason. Because of, for the sake of. So you're giving the reason for something, usually with verbs of suffering, giving the reason for it. Likewise used with nouns that denote suffering. Hyper Christou, for Christ's sake, 2 Corinthians 12:10. Verbs of thanksgiving. Evcharistin hyper tinos, give thanks for something. Now, the third gloss is it's a marker of general content, whether of a discourse or mental activity. Translated about, concerning. So in this case, it's kind of equivalent to peri, and it's often frequently interchanged in the manuscript. So if you're looking at textual critical analysis, you'll probably see that. So a couple things to note here. That was all genitive. What about accusative? With the accusative, it's a marker of a degree beyond that of a compared scale of extent. So in this sense, like excelling, surpassing, translated over and above, beyond, more than, something like that. In some cases, you might translate it like supreme, kefali hypέρ pantha, the supreme head of all things, or something like that, the supreme head. Hypέρ dinamin, beyond one's strength. Okay, so you get the idea. Compared scale of extent. That's the accusative. Sometimes it is used adverbially. And you would translate it even more. The adverbial use of hypέρ is so far almost unknown outside of the New Testament, which is a fancy way of saying it's unique to the New Testament. But it is rare even in the New Testament itself. Okay? So there you have it. That's today's Greek word of the day. Hypέρ. It's genitive. It's accusative as a preposition. Sometimes it's an adverb. And there you have it. That's today's Greek word of the day. Thanks for joining. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Come back again tomorrow. We'll have another one for you then. Bye-bye.